All right, welcome back to another edition, actually the first edition of BSTV.
Love it.
Yeah,
So much better.
change the name.
Yeah.
Was like BSTVRTR or something before.
Like TV reality review.
Yeah.
Too long. BSTV.
So here we are. I'm Steve.
I'm Bianca.
And we're going to review Season 3, Episode 2 of Darcy and Stacy's New Face.
It's amazing.
I don't think it's called Their New Face, but that's what the show is all about. It's just about seeing their new face.
It's a lot of new face.
Yeah.
A lot. I looked up pictures. I just wanted to see because they talked about Stacy and how she had kids, but I didn't know that Stacy had kids because she's never on the show. So I looked it up and they showed pictures of them when they were younger and they were brunette and their noses were different. They didn't have their microbladed eyebrows and they actually looked pretty.
I don't know what much of that means, but they had a lot of stuff done to their face and it doesn't look good.
Yeah, no, they're like always like this. I can't do it because I don't have big filler lips. I wonder how many fillers they have in their lips. Not like you know what that means.
No, but they've had stuff done.
Like
a lot.
5 fillers.
Like half the show is them going to get surgeries.
Yeah, it's insane. Like, I don't know. Lots of.
Okay, so let's get into what happened on this episode.
Okay, Georgie.
So the few things we care about other than their face. So
I don't care about any of it.
Darcy's kids are going to a pageant and they go dress hunting. And I think that 2 actual things happened in that very small scene that basically sum up the entire show.
What's that?
So one of them, Darcy's kind of very like outlandish and overbearing, and the daughter says to her, "Do you want people to look at me or you at the pageant?"
Yep, that sounds right.
Yeah, right? And then the other one was they're looking at dresses and Darcy needs a dress as well, and the daughter suggests a mom dress where Darcy wanted to wear like her own pageant dress.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And I think those 2 things like sort of put Darcy in her space, or maybe at least tell the audience that the daughters also kind of think that the moms are a little out there. I love that the daughter
called it out, though. Yeah. Like, called her out on that stuff.
Do you want people to look at me or you?
Yeah. I like that. The daughters are aware of how ridiculous Darcy is.
Yeah, I think they still love them, but they are aware that their moms aren't normal moms.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, both the daughters are of Darcy.
Yeah.
Stacy's kids aren't on the show. Maybe they're even more embarrassed and don't want to be on it.
No, so apparently they want to protect the boys. She has 2 boys, and so like.
Are they younger than Darcy's kids?
They're older. They're 17, and I think one of them is a little bit younger. And they're saying that Stacy's ex-husband wants them not in the limelight and protect them from all of the TV stuff.
Okay, so he's probably a better parent than the other 3 involved in the show.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah. So then after dress hunting, Darcy goes to have lunch with her daughters and her dad. And I actually thought that this was just going to be the dad coming to pay for all the dresses. Because it seems like their whole life is their dad paying for everything.
Well, we saw in the previous episode.
The preview for the next episode.
For the next episode, how the father is telling Darcy and Stacy not to spend so much money because the last time they went to LA, they were so outlandish.
Yeah, I think what he actually said is, "I'm not funding you this time."
Yeah. So
and then they talked about how they made mistakes before buying luxury cars and whatnot. Yeah, and then other things that happen, basically the ongoing saga of Georgie and Darcy. Georgie is Darcy's boyfriend. They go to therapy.
What do you think about that?
Whatever. I don't think it's that important on the show. Like, they're going to therapy. It's fake. But I do have some thoughts on it, obviously. One of my thoughts is afterwards, the therapist comes and gives the audience an interview analyzes the therapy session. I didn't think that therapists would do that.
She didn't really say much.
Yeah, she analyzed the thing and said they're not listening to each other, blah, blah, blah. This is what they need to do. Like, I feel like it's a confidential thing, which makes me think that it's not a real therapist.
It's not confidential at all because they're airing it on TV.
I know. The fact that happened, I don't think it's a real therapist. I think it's just for the show.
Yeah, obviously.
Because I don't think any professional therapist would go on TV and give their diagnosis.
Because she didn't say much.
But she said something, and they should say nothing. It's patient confidentiality.
Okay. Well,
it shouldn't be on there.
Okay.
So I'm just saying I think it's fake.
Okay.
And then the other things was Stacy confronts Georgie a couple times of freeloading, which I find very odd because her boyfriend Florian freeloads off her. So
oh, no, he models.
Yeah, and Georgie does like modeling and like apparently massages.
Well, modeling is a good gig, right? You make a lot of money off of that.
Yeah, I don't see Florian as like he's not like a Calvin Klein model. I don't even know what a successful model is. Oh, so you were joking.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you were being serious.
Bringing home the meat.
Yeah.
The breadwinner.
So anyways, they're both freeloading, but she doesn't want Darcy's guy to freeload. And then she gets in his face and whatever. And I think she kind
of... Duck Yeah.
I don't know about that. Like her lips are just humongous now, and she's confronting him and not accepting any of his answers. And then she later buys Florian like flotation wings. What are they called? Wings?
Wings.
Yeah, like for a little kid because apparently he doesn't know how to swim, and they're going to Florida, going to Miami for a fashion show. Yeah. And that's basically all I have on this. Stacy confronts Georgie because he's living rent-free, but Florian lives rent-free.
It's just, I feel like it's made-up drama. They need something for the show. They need something to discuss.
Yeah, their show's terrible.
Oh, it's so bad.
What's your favorite part of the show?
I like looking at their faces to see what they get done.
That's used to be my favorite part of the show.
Yeah.
My new favorite part of the show is that there's a lot of commercials and I could just fast forward and don't actually have to watch much of the show.
Yeah.
TLC, one thing that is a thing on their channel is lots of commercials. Yeah. And it sucks when you like a show, but when you're watching a garbage show like this, it's actually okay if you PVR it and then just fast forward. So, do you have anything else you want to add about this episode?
No, I'm excited to see next week when they're in Miami.
Yeah, Miami, just good scenery, just like David and Annie in Thailand, which, hey, we're going to be talking about next.
Yeah.
So, this is BSTV. Like, subscribe, leave a comment.